Jamie? Jamie, who are you? You're a friend. Oh, poor Julia. How long has this been going on? 4 months? 4 years? You gotta, it's too late to make a move now, man. You're in that friendship zone that you're never gonna get out of, Julia.
There's Sugar Sammy. How much do you enjoy doing that part of your routine where you talk to the audience? You know, because I went to your show. It's such a big part of the show when you get to actually interact with the audience, and you hear these stories that they're just perfect for a comedian.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. I think that's my favorite part. You're always finding new stuff. You know, new jokes write themselves sometimes, like that night. And who doesn't hate being in the friendship zone? Yeah. It always gives you new material. It inspires you for new material as well. So I always end up writing new stuff because of it.
We were just talking about this breakup museum that they have. Do you have artifacts that you would put in a breakup museum?
So many. Like all those letters you get or you write, or all you women getting mad at you like for after breakup. Where's my purse? You stole it.
Sugar. We both grew up in Côte-des-Nieges. We probably took the 161 bus at times and ended up at Plamondon Metro together. I don't know. But, you know, that's a big part of you, right?
I know. And where were you from in Côte-des-Nieges?
Côte-des-Nieges, like near Wilderton.
Oh, okay. You were like bad Côte-des-Nieges.
Bad Côte-des-Nieges, yeah.
I was from
Rough
good
side.
Côte-des-Neiges. I was near l'Université de Montréal.
Oh, that's like borderline too. Yeah, you almost got out of Côte-des-Neiges.
That's almost Outremont.
I'm like a block, like 2 blocks, 3 blocks away from Outremont. I got a stretch there.
Yeah, you did the 161. I used to take the 165. That was my bus.
Oh, the 165 Côte-des-Neiges. That's a good bus.
Yeah,
it was
all
a
the way
little bit
downtown.
packed. You take it right to Guy.
Right to Guy, and you could go all to TMR as well.
Yeah, I had to go to Plamondon, then go down. It was a schlep.
Yeah, that was a schlep. But you'd get on a good metro line. You get on the orange line. I'd always have the blue line. The blue line doesn't take you anywhere good. You know, there's nothing good that happens on the blue line. If you're on the blue line, your life's not great.
Sugar Sammy, let's talk about Ces-Gars-là, which ended yesterday.
Yeah.
Watched the finale. 3 seasons, really successful show. You live tweeted the whole show. How did that feel to go through that?
It was great. I mean, you know, it was good. It was a great wrap up, and those 3 years flew by. You know, I'm gonna miss doing this show, but it was also a celebration. You know, it was fun writing it. It was fun, playing alongside Simon, and then to wrap it up and then go to the Prince concert last night.
You were at the show.
I was at the show. It was awesome.
And did you go to the after show too, or was you like, how was that?
I couldn't go to the after party. I had to be here this morning.
Oh, that's right. You had to wake up. So how was Place des Arts?
Yeah, it was great.
Really intimate. Like, how long did you perform for?
It was about 2 hours, like an hour 45. I'd say. Hour 45. I think it was my favorite concert that I've ever been to was Prince Metropolis 2011. And I think last night was probably my second favorite concert.
So wait, is he your guy?
Yeah. Nothing beats a Prince concert, man.
And how many times have you seen him? I've never seen him before.
I've seen him 3 times.
3 times? Yeah. And the microphone and the piano?
Amazing.
Perfect.
Played so many hits. He played a lot of the hits for the audience, but he also slipped in some new stuff for the hardcore fans, which was good. And we all got a free CD at the end with all the new material on it.
Really?
Yeah, leaving. So I have it in my car. Yeah.
But, you know, listen. So many people want to go see you, and your show obviously sold out for so long. You sold so many tickets. A show that everyone said it's not going to work.
Yeah.
When you go see someone and you're in awe, do you sort of understand what sometimes your audience feels about you?
A little bit. Just I think I'm. Like they always say, comedians are big fans of musicians, and musicians are big fans of comedians. We have this mutual admiration. Like, I just love musicians. I love music. I'm a big, crazy fan of music. So I don't understand it the other way around. I'm like, I just tell jokes, you know.
Why don't you stick around on the couch? We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be back with more with Sugar Sammy. Stay tuned, right here on BT. You're going to Paris next month. The last time you were on the show, there had just been some terrorist attacks in Paris. Obviously, we know what's happening in Brussels this morning. Your mom, your dad ever say to you, what are you doing? You're successful. Stay here. Enjoy North America?
All the time. And I know I'm going to get that again. I'm going to get that again.
But that's not going to change what you're planning.
No, I got to go. I got to go do it. And I have plans. I want to follow through with them. You know, you got to follow your heart, and I think that's where I want to go. And you know, I think in times like this, that's when people need comedians the most.
Yeah,
you know?
I couldn't agree more. Every time something like this happens, we sort of look to comedians to see when we can start laughing again, when we can start enjoying life again. So I appreciate that. You're going to go to Paris. You're going to come back. Then you're going there back in September.
That's right.
It seems to me, someone from Quebec this is not an easy thing. You know, like we talk about the translation between English and French, which you have mastered, but the translation from Quebec to France seems to be much larger. So how are you planning on tackling that?
Well, I'm doing a lot of practice shows here in Montreal for the French community, from people from France.
So that's right. So you're doing one show at Union Française, so that's a place for French nationals.
That's right.
And in order to show up, in order to get in, you need to show your French passport. How'd you come up with that idea?
I mean, we're like, why not? You know, it's not. It doesn't cost them much, so that's the trade-off. Bring your passport. We've done 2 of them. They sold out in 45 seconds. We added a 3rd one. It sold out in another like 30 seconds, and we're going to keep adding some until I get it down.
So what kind of changes have you been making as a result of these shows?
Just a couple of words here and there. Also, you know, I write a lot of material about France. So I've been to France a few times. I'm going again in April. So it's my vision of France. It's the outsider's point of view, you know, which is fun. And I think the French appreciate it, but they've never had that kind of humor where it's like in your face.
Yeah.
So it's something that's fun. The reactions are great.
Do you solicit feedback from people at the end of the show? Do they have to like do they have to tell you how you did, or you just?
I actually ask them as we go.
Okay.
You know, you could tell with the audience reaction if the joke's hitting or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I'm not sure about a term or a reference, I'll ask them. I'll go, hey, what do you guys think? Is this? And none of them have any consensus. That's the funny part about France and French people. Yeah. Nobody wants to make a decision. So the group starts going, mais je sais pas, je suis pas sûr, je veux pas avoir la décision. Est-ce qu'on discute? On fait un comité. Après ça, on prend une sieste. On fait un autre comité. Puis après, on discute. Ah, c'est les vacances.
So you have the accent down.
Yeah.
So do you change your accent for the act too? Like, what's your accent for the act?
Only when I imitate them. Okay. Only when I imitate the French from France do I do the French accent. Otherwise, I keep it a very neutral, as they call it, Radio-Canada accent. Sorry to plug another station here.
That's no problem. Hey, you got your show on V as well. It's all right. Listen, we'll close off on this. You have a partnership with the Habs. You did the ads for those amazing ads that you did with the Habs players for this season. Of course, the team not having the greatest season. How's that been for you? Because I know you go to the Bell Center very often.
Well, I think they were doing really well when the ads were playing in the beginning of the season. As soon as my ads stopped playing, boom, we're not doing well. I don't know, coincidence? Maybe not. I should be the captain.
Sugar Sammy, thank you so much for joining us. You got to catch up. You can go online to V's website and watch the 3-year run of Ces-Gars-là, which is so funny. How do you get, you had full control on that show. You could just do whatever you want, it seems like.
Yeah, it was great.
Nobody, there was no big-wig executive that said, don't say that joke, nothing?
No one watches the station. Okay. So there was, we got great freedom because, you know, we're competing with shows that are on Netflix, on HBO, and all these other things, all these other platforms where you have all kinds of liberty. So, you know, we had to compete with that. In order to do that, we had to get more freedom, and I think that was the key in terms of the networks competing with all these other platforms now, is giving us as much freedom as everywhere else.
Sugar Sammy, have so much fun and best of luck. Great success in Paris. We are all rooting for you. And the 3-year run of Ces-Gars-là just finished. Congratulations on that as well.